It's not quite dry yet, but I'm going to try something nonetheless. I'm going to, and hopefully by the time I do what I'm about to do, the yellow will have dried. That's right, I did this last, so he's still quite a bit wet. But yeah, this middle row I'm not loving. So I want something that's going to be definitely orange, but a little bit more concentrated, and a little bit more red. It seems a little too close to my yellow-orange. But that might be a, let's see, I might, this is definitely glazing to adjust, and it's nice to use light watery mixes because that will help sneak up on it in a similar sort of fashion. The paint that I'm painting on and the layer of paint that's already there are combining forces to create the color that we see. I think it was a little bit too red, so I brought in some water. Yeah, that's kind of more what I'm after. So you do begin to and need to start thinking more in terms of layers, which, when all of this stuff is new, can no pun intended, add another layer of confusion. This brush seems to be molting or something. Yeah, that seems more of a kind of a nice orange. Now what am I going to do? Let's clean off a space. I am going to go back up into the yellow, and I'm going to try to get just a really creamy mix of yellow and lay it down on that yellow, which is already pretty strong. I'm dabbing a little bit here to get rid of the red that's left in there from the mixing. Trying to get all the red out of my brush. I think I'm fine. The water is getting, yeah, a little sullied, but I'm plowing ahead. I'm not sure if this is going to be visually that different than the second one, because, as I've probably said several times, yellows will only get so dark even at full concentration. Seems okay. Ooh, I am going to go rogue now, because this, normally in my pattern I would do another swatch on there, but that's still wet because I forgot to do it the first time around. So let's see, what am I going to do? Let's do, first let's get rid of a little bit of you. Let's get a nice, intense, strong red-orange. I already have some kind of orange there. Let's bring in some strong naphthol red, pretty creamy, pretty concentrated, and then a little bit of concentrated of the azo yellow. Sure. That's kind of nice. It may be getting sort of tricky to keep track here. I realize that. Let's see. Now, I do try to remember things in threes, so it will help me to just sort of think of going three layers. 1 layer, 2 layers, 3 layers, watery, juicy, creamy. So building up gradually and to get a really nice, intense color. I'm gonna go for the orange yellow, which is gonna be mostly creamy yellow and just a touch of creamy red. It may have been too much. Probably was too much. Let's see what that is. Ooh, that's nice. Still maybe a little red. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to yeah, it's looking a little too orangey. So I'm gonna mix in a little bit more yellow there. And I did sort of stop painting. That's not ideal, but nobody will get hurt. If you're very unfamiliar with this, I would certainly encourage you to, you know, dry things in between each layer. The naphthol red is interesting for being known as pretty much a straight red. I don't know. To me, it's seeming pretty pinkish right now. So that's my yellow-orange. That is still wet, so I'm not going to go into there. I think this might be dry. What I'm going to do is make a little bit of a stronger I want to put a little bit more just pure naphthol red on my naphthol red swatch. The middle one. I'm also gonna bring in even more on that third one. The third one is looking almost dry. So this is a really, it's just slightly darker than what's, maybe not even that, but than what's there. But I only wanted to adjust it a little bit. And I hope that wasn't too much, but that I'm going to say that this third one is dry enough to layer in one more kind of crazy concentrated amount of the naphthol red. Just to kind of really get a sense of how intense watercolor can be, depending on which pigment it is and how you use it and how you add it up, layer it on. Yeah. I'm going to let that dry and then come back and adjust a little bit more. This layer I know needs one more. That one looks like it might need a little bit more. But once again, I'm trying to just go from the light value of the color to the darkest value of the color. And I'm doing that in 3 stages, and I'm mixing to get to the in-between orange and yellow orange and red orange. It's fun adjusting and fun learning. So I'll let that dry, and perhaps I'll come back and do the other part in video. Perhaps you just have to trust me.